Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another M15 Swiss draft. So, a lot of solid directions to go here. We've got Ulcerate, Flesh to Dust, Elvish Mystic, Lightning Strike. Yeah, I guess those are really the picks. And I like Flesh to Dust more than Ulcerate. So it's really Strike, Mystic, or Flesh to Dust, and I think we can cut the Mystic too, even though it's really good. It's really Flesh to Dust or Lightning Strike. So Flesh to Dust deals with everything, but I actually think I just like Lightning Strike more. I mean, can burn face, it's more versatile, it's cheaper. It doesn't deal with as many things as Flesh to Dust, but it does it at a much cheaper price. So I think we're going to start it off with the Efficient Burn spell. Okay, second pick. Well, might be time to take the Zathrid Slyblade. I've been meaning to take this card. I like them a lot. There's quite a few good auras in this format, and even if you don't put auras on them, First Strike and Death Touch is a pretty good ability set. And if I've mentioned this before, but this is like the first black card that legitimately has hexproof. There's one from Gatecrash that has a blue activated ability that gives it hexproof, but this just straight up is a black card with hexproof, which Jake and I I don't know, we kind of got a problem with, to be honest. I think hexproof was supposed to be pretty much a green and blue ability pretty strictly, but I guess there was that one from Innistrad, the Mythic in white, that had a stipulation, but it was like if you controlled a human, it was it indestructible? Maybe it was indestructible. It wasn't even hexproof, but it's pretty much just supposed to be green and blue, so it's weird seeing it on other stuff. Okay, so now we've got Stoke the Flames, which is an easy pick here. Awesome card, very strong. What else is good in here? Crippling Blight's fine. Typhoid Rats is fine. Invasive Species is good. Raise the Alarm is good for Convoke. Definitely taking the Burn spell. Alright, next pick. Well, we've got Black Cat, Belligerent Sliver. You know, if I got the Leeching Sliver, Belligerent Sliver gets a little bit better. It's not a bad card in general. You know, can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Turned out to be pretty legit for the Perforos's Emissary, but I think people left a few comments on the last post that Fester Gloom is now a legit main deck card. I always liked it for sideboard, but people think it's legitimate main deck. We could try it out. I'm not opposed to it. Really not passing much of anything out of this pack. Really not. Miner's Bane's fine finisher. Black Cat's okay. Everything's okay. We'll take the Fester Gloom just because I came off a loss of a ton of triplicate spirits, so it would be nice to have a good out to that. Alright, not much for us here. Oh, never mind, I take it back. Actually, Borderland Marauder or Enforcer. Enforcer's more color intensive, a little more expensive, but he's got evasion. Marauder beats down faster. I think we'll take the Marauder. I do like the Enforcer, but Marauder is a pretty aggressive 2-drop. It sucks if you're trying to be defensive, but still a good card. Definitely good in multiples for that consistency. Alright, well, second Fester Gloom. There's also Circle of Flame, which I think is actually arguably maybe even better than, well, I wouldn't say better than Fester Gloom, but if they have any sort of pump spell, like it's nice that Fester Gloom deals with guys before they've been Sanctified Charge, where Circle of Flame, they're just going to leave their triplicate spirits token. Oh, and it's without flying, yeah. I keep forgetting that. That's actually, that really makes this card significantly weaker in this format, because triplicate spirits is such a powerhouse card, so Circle of Flame not being able to deal with it, or Welkin Turn, is kind of a big deal. I mean, I guess we can take a Black Cat now, maybe diversify a little bit, get a cheap dude. Second Zathrid Slyblade, that's pretty sexy. I think we'll take that. I haven't gotten a chance to play with it, so getting it in multiples would be nice. Witch's Familiar is pretty good too, but I think Slyblade's legitimately better. We can get some of those red auras, like Hammerhand, which is definitely the pick here. There's really nothing else for us, so okay. Hammerhand it is. Rogue's Gloves is decent. I actually like the Zoff Shade. Rogue's Gloves is going to be better if I get Evasion, though. I think I'll take it over the Shade. I do like the Shade, but I like the idea of Rogue's Gloves working well with Future Enforcers, the Crow, any other flying or evasive dude. Or if I just have enough burn to back it up, it could be good. Alright, Rot Feaster Maggot's a fine card, but we're looking fairly aggressive already. I think I'll go with the Torch Fiend, get another 2-drop. I guess Torch Fiend doesn't survive with the Fester Gloom, but I still dislike Founder Street Denizen. I really do. I dislike this card strongly. Comparing it to Bloodcrazed Neonate from... I compare it to Bloodcrazed Neonate from Innistrad. A card that was like, if you get it right, you know, if you play Founder Street Denizen turn 1 or that card turn 2, the Neonate, that's the best you can hope for. You see Founder Street Denizen on turn 4, you know, 4, 5, 6 off the top of your library, worthless. Just a worthless card. Belligerent Sliver versus Miner's Bane. Well, I guess I'm taking the Sliver. I didn't realize I was that low on time. I'm okay with the Sliver. I think he's playable. Neither of these cards matter. Guess we'll hate that. Just in case someone got a Pride Mate. Pretty good pack one. Can't complain about any of that. Got some removal. Got some burn. Yeah, I guess we can take that. Probably don't want to main deck it. Got these Zathrid Slyblades, which are pretty interesting cards. So we'd like to be aggressive. It's still possible. Definitely. Depends on how many more 2-drops we're going to be able to pick up. Oh, wow. Here we get a Burning Anger. I think we got to take that. It's a pretty ridiculous card. Pretty cool on the hexproof, too. Yeah, the really cool thing is give this thing Death Touch, and then I can kill any creature, or I can shock their face every turn. It's pretty awesome. Crowd's Favor, Child of Night, Carrion Crow, Bloodhost, all attack Bloodseeker, all other good cards that happen to be on color with us from this pack. But Burning Anger, very good. Alright. Generator Servant gets us to 5 mana quickly, but currently don't have anything that rewards us for that. Goblin Kaboomus is an okay card. I think the last 2 times I've played it, I just lost the coin flip right away and ended up getting a little landmine, which admittedly is kind of unexciting, but then again, it's removal. It also gives you an artifact, which is not to be ignored. If I get any of those scrapyard mongrels, this thing gives you a built-in pump for them, you know? Otherwise, Gargoyle Sentinel's pretty good, but I don't really like it as much in an aggressive deck. You really don't want to have to commit the mana to it. Generator Servant is good. It's a better beater than Kaboomist, but I like the idea of Kaboomist spitting things out. So I think I'm going to take it. Doesn't beat in as efficiently, but you put a hammer hand on it and then it can't die, right? I think there's enough synergistic stuff with it where it's an okay pick. Alright, take the Lava Axe now. It's a good way to kill people, especially since we already got a couple other burn spells. Endless Obedience would be fine too, but let's go with the Lava Axe. Alright, so now we have Witch's Familiar, Generator Servant, geez, Triplicate Spirits. I think here we'll go with the Generator Servant, get another 2-drop. Witch's Familiar is fine too, but Servant seems pretty good if I can pick up some 5-drop creatures or something. Otherwise it's a fine card anyway. Here's a Borderland Marauder. Another Fester Gloom. I think we just got to go Marauder over Rough Rider. It's cheaper. Alright, Inferno Fist is a phenomenal card. Very cool to see it this late. So, happily take that. Nice. Red Paragon, that's great. already have a ton of 2-drop red creatures, so even the Belligerent Sliver turns into a nice powerhouse card with it, so I like it. Red Paragon. This deck's making itself. Crippling Blight number 2, I'm fine with that. It's a very good card. It's actually the best in our style of deck. We're aggressive, so even if we're not killing the creature, turning off a blocker is huge. So actually I'm really happy with how this deck looks. We need some more creatures to get a little more consistent on our on the creature front, but we've got some easy things we can cut, like the Rogue's Gloves. Festergloom main deck, we don't have to do it if we, you know, it currently kills a few of our guys. Not too many, but a couple of them. Well, I like the crowd's favor, but we got to go Child of Night. We need to get some more creatures going on, and Child of Night's a nice cheap one, so got to go with that one. Table to Generator Servant, that's good news. Nothing we really care about too much here. I guess we can take the Endless Obedience just in case there's something to res that's worth something from our opponent's yard, maybe. Maybe if our opponent's some sort of self-mill deck, Endless Obedience could be good. Alright, Hammer Hand again. Got a lot of ways to turn off blockers. It makes us pretty good tempo-wise. I still like the buffs because we've got the double Zathrid Slyblade. We're definitely getting cut on black, but I don't think it's that big of a deal because our red is really good. So black can just be our support color. I don't think we're playing the Radiant Fountain, so I guess I'll cut the Solemn Offering. Alright, moving into the last pack here. Got 23 cards currently. First cut's going to be the... Ooh, nice. Get a Hoarding Dragon. I like that. That's a good 5-drop for our Generator Servants. Also, Juggernaut in here, which is fine. A Rummaging Goblin, which is okay. Child of Night, Carrion Crow. Good stuff. Let's cut the Rogue's Gloves, bring in the Hoarding Dragon. Okay, options here. Well, Covenant of Blood's a great card. Scrapyard Mongrel is another creature, though. It fills our curve a little bit better. And like I said, we do have the Kaboomus to spit out artifacts. Shadowcloak Vampire's fine. We've already got enough 5-drops, I would say. I do like the Covenant of Blood. I think we got to take it because it burns face. Otherwise, I'll take the Mongrel, but spells, I mean, you got to prioritize the burn spells pretty high in a deck like this, where if they build enough defense, it's nice to be able to like, oh, Covenant of Blood, okay, I'll just tap and kill you then. Okay, so Bronze Sable is another 2-drop. Necrobite's a pretty good trick. We are on the hunt for some more creatures, though. I think we'll take the Mongrel, actually. Hill Giant with added bonus. Maybe we could get lucky, table to Sable or the Darksteel Citadel, both of which I'd play alongside the Mongrel. I think we're going to cut the Festergloom to sideboard. And I don't know if I'm necessarily sold on main deck in the Black Cat. I don't think it's necessary here. Foil Waste Knot. That's cool. Alright, Lava Axe number 2. Probably have enough burn at this point to support it. Then maybe we can cut one of our Hammer Hands. Especially since we didn't get any Brood Keepers. We can just go for the burn face plan, but Hammer Hand pumps. Maybe it's better than... But Crippling Blight straight up removes, which I think I like more. And it's like permanent blocker removal. I think I actually like Crippling Blight more than Hammer Hand, even though it's a little less... I mean, it gives haste too, which I always seem to forget. But I don't know. I don't know. Sign of Blood draws cards, but we got to take the Forge Devil, baby. Got to burn those X1s all day. Maybe we can cut... I don't know. We'll figure it out. Flesh of Dust this late? Take it. Hard to argue against hard removal. So we're a 17 land deck. That much is for sure. Maybe we just go for the whole Crippling Blight plan. Kind of say screw it on the... Eternal Thirst is good in... I mean, it's good on a Slyblade. It's good on a Flyer. It's a good sideboard card. We don't need any more 5-drops. Guess we can take the Eternal Thirst for sideboard. I don't even know what I'm cutting. Maybe I am cutting one of the Lava Axes. Ooh, Enforcer's nice. Shrapnel Blast, but I don't have enough to support it. Enforcer's just good. I think we'll hate the Spider. I don't need the Rummaging Goblin. I've got enough good stuff. Spider's just good against us. Still need to make some cuts. Maybe I will cut one of the Lava Axes, and then I'll cut... I don't even know. Something. Lava Axe for days. Can take the Shadow Cloak Vamp. Maybe I even play that over a Lava Axe. Table to Citadel, that's good news. I think we're going to play it for the Mongrel. Then I kind of wish I'd gotten the Shrapnel Blast, I guess, but that's okay. I'm not going to play the Miner's Bane. Let's just take the Oppressive Raise. It's pretty good against us. Hammerhand for days. Alright, so Citadel doesn't count as a card in the deck, so I still need to make a couple more cuts. Maybe the Belligerent Sliver is unnecessary. Krenko's Enforcer's quite a bit better in my opinion. Belligerent Sliver's fine though. Maybe we do cut the both Lava Axes. We've got enough 5-drops going on already. I'd rather play the Shadow Cloak Vamp than the Lava Axe. Even though Lava Axe goes straight to the face, Shadow Cloak Vamp's pretty awesome, especially if you cheat it out with a Generator Servant or something. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, someone could argue maybe I'm supposed to play 16 lands, but I don't know yet. Not with the Darksteel Citadel, I guess. Let's separate our... because I think this is our deck. Let's just separate it out and take a look. So 15 creatures, which is certainly a fine amount. Top out at 7, but it's got Convoke, so we really top out at 5. Burning Anger's a little bit underwhelming in this deck, but it's fine on Vamp, Dragon, Mongrel, or anything that's holding an Inferno Fist. It's a little bit underwhelming on Marauder because you have to attack to be able... yeah, you have to be attacked to be able to get to 3, 3 power. So Burning Anger's really only good on a few cards in our deck, but I guess it's interesting on Slyblade because it's either a Shock to the Face or a Death Touch if you pay 4 to any creature, which isn't bad. But yeah, I think I'm just going to run it like this. This looks fine. Very good, actually. I mean, I'd love to see anybody argue that this isn't a good deck. So, I mean, we got a good spread of removal. We've got ways to turn off blockers. A lot of 2-drop creatures. A lot of burn to the face. Even not playing the Lava Axes, I still have plenty of burn to the face and plenty of threats. So, I like it. Sort by color. Much more red than black, as expected. I've already got the Darksteel Citadel. They say 10-6. I need double black only for Flesh Dust. I need double red for the Enforcer and Hoarding Dragon. I see. I can probably get away with 10-6, to be honest. Could do 9-7. I don't know if I want to, though. I need the red so much more early than I do black. Alright, I'm going to do 10-6 with the Darksteel Citadel for the Mongrel. And, yep, we'll see you round 1.